Whether you're looking to add to your existing workshop, starting a new business, or just want to personalize a variety of objects and materials, this could be exactly what you need: the LaserPecker LP4 Portable Engraver. The LaserPecker 4 can now engrave almost any material at a zippy 2000mm per second thanks to its unique dual laser design. More on that shortly though. The system itself comes beautifully presented in this multi-tier packing system where each layer encompasses and protects the contents. We have the main unit with a rotary tool bundle in this example, so a few extra accessories over the default machine, but everything comes machined to perfection. That does, however, mean there's a little assembly involved, and by little I do mean very minimal. The handbook takes you through the entire process, and everything you need for assembly is wrapped up in a neat accompanying accessory box, containing the screws and hex keys to piece the LaserPecker 4 together. It all begins with the main base, as well as the tower that holds everything together. Note the integrated cable tidy system here, a nice little touch, as well as even the Z-axis belt is covered throughout, protecting it from dust and debris. Nevertheless, these fit together with precision, and are secured using the 4 supplied screws. An Allen key is included of course, although you'll find it easier to use your own driver to secure the parts together. This does need to be very secure since it will not only hold the weight of the main engraving head, but also electronically increase and lower its height in order to set focal distance. Talking of the laser head then, this solid chunk of metal can go into place next, secured from the thread built into the underside, which mates nicely with the bolt on the tower bracket. Simply tighten to secure, it's as simple as that. And in fact, that's the assembly pretty much complete. So in its standard configuration, and the one it will probably be used in most often to be fair, the laser engraves into the material that's placed on the plate directly beneath it, although here we can release a single bolt in order to tilt the head into various orientations in order to engrave directly onto other larger materials and surfaces. A nice, easy process that works really well. You can go a full 360, even engraving vertically if you need to. It's obviously much safer to use in the standard horizontal orientation then, where the central panel in the base can be removed, again providing the ability to engrave onto materials directly beneath. So versatility is the name of the game here, and the design pretty much works in any way you choose. Note though that the LaserPecker LP4 is a class 4 laser that can damage your eyes and burn skin. It also produces smoke and fumes while engraving or cutting materials, so a safety cone is included, complete with a built-in fan to vent any smoke and smells away, which magnetically attaches to the bottom of the laser's head. Quick and easy. This isn't really an ideal solution though, and can get in the way when engraving certain materials or objects, so safety glasses are also included, and I'd certainly recommend always wearing them when operating the system. Otherwise, when it comes to maintenance, that's very minimal too. You'll want to keep the lens head free from dust by giving it a wipe every now and then, and remove the side dust cover to clean the fans of dust periodically too. Again, a task made even easier thanks to the use of magnets reattaching the cover into place once done. Other than that, there's nothing else to maintain, just carry on using and engraving. You'll find various ports on the rear side too, used to connect the different sections together, with all cables being included in the package of course. One being used to attach the engraver head directly to the electric stand in order to pass power so that the stand can raise or lower the head for focusing, which we'll come to shortly. The second port used to power the fan built into the hood, and the third USB-C port used to connect to your computer in order to send engraving jobs across from the software platform. All that's left then is the power port, and with that connected, the unit springs to life. A single LED strip across the front blinks or remains steady to highlight Bluetooth connectivity, data streaming, or when a job is in progress. From here, the 2 buttons on the top of the stand can be used to raise or lower the head in order to set the correct focal distance, while the nice, large touchscreen display built into the top of the machine can be used to select preloaded files from memory, select between the diode or IR laser, focus and turn on the preview, all without a computer or mobile device. All in all then, a nice, simple yet versatile system with incredibly high build quality, yet an interesting appearance, almost like professional lab equipment. Anyways, once up and running, you'll need to download the LaserPecker Design Space app. The app will interface with the LaserPecker 4 via Bluetooth with the use of an optional Bluetooth dongle or via USB with a direct connection using the supplied cable, after which you're ready to engrave and cut. While it does include some limited free images to use to start practicing, you can easily upload SVG files or images to the app and send them to the laser engraver directly too. I did find the software worked better on the Windows platform than on any other though. It just seemed smoother and less buggy overall, so something to bear in mind if you want the best overall experience. On the flip side, there is a mobile app that can be used too, which covers the same sort of content and abilities as the full desktop solution. Note though that the computer and mobile apps are independent of each other. The laser can only talk to one at a time, so you'll need to use either one or the other and not both simultaneously. Although I didn't really find this a limiting factor at all throughout use. What is a little limiting though is it doesn't feel as automated as some other laser machine software and lacks the same level of material presets. The basic materials are listed, such as wood, plastic, and so on, but you'll need some trial and error to get the best results, noting the depth and laser power settings as you work, and tailoring them to each project, something you'll need to learn and refine over time. And that's precisely how laser engravers like this work. The ability to cut or engrave materials is determined by the speed and power settings of the laser, and that'll take some getting used to, as well as some trial and error in order to find and dial in the right settings that work for your chosen material. You can preview to ensure everything is lined up before you begin, and focus by raising or lowering the head to ensure the dots are lined up. That's all nice and easy. So the big idea here is the combination of two kinds of lasers, the 10 watt 450nm diode laser and the 2 watt 1064nm infrared laser. Each serves a purpose. For example, the infrared laser is best for engraving on metal and plastic, while the diode laser is preferred for engraving on wood, leather, ceramic and glass. Together, in one laser engraver, you can do pretty much anything, including engraving and then cutting on the same material. Accuracy is also good as the head doesn't move. Instead, mirrors located inside the LaserPecker 4 adjust to move the beam. And when dialed in, the results are seriously impressive. With an engraving speed of up to 2000mm per second, the LaserPecker 4 is one of the fastest desktop engraving machines out there, and in use really does zip through engravings in seconds. Unless you have something with small details, well, it will naturally take a little longer. The system engraves even the finest line and detail of a design, meaning, for example, engraving a photo onto a material transfers every slight detail, depth of line, and graduation of shadow and light. My only main complaint with the system then is the included safety cone, having to at times remove it to place material into position and set focus levels, then trying to carefully place it back into position without moving your placed material. It gets a little fidgety, especially when you're trying to complete a project against time. Anyways, while the LaserPecker 4 is designed as a desktop engraver and cutter, its work area is limited to 160 by 120mm, which is good for small projects like coasters, iPhone cases and tags, but can be limiting for larger engravings. That's where this slide extension comes into play. With the same super high quality and robust construction as the laser unit itself, the slide extension more than doubles the length to 160 by 300mm. Personally, I'd go so far as to say this add-on is a must-have, as you can not only engrave larger designs onto larger surfaces, you can also use it to batch engrave multiple items too for faster production times, and it works wonderfully well. In fact, you can also hook up a rotary engraver too for use with cylindrical materials, be it glasses, jars and cups, right through to tumblers and even jewellery like rings and other smaller items. The use of these add-ons does increase the price and also expands the footprint of the laser engraver, however, but naturally both work well and deliver excellent results with some experimentation. The possibilities really are pretty much endless here. Better still, considering the smoke and fumes that etching and cutting can generate, an external filtration system can be added too, complete with interchangeable filter. With a nice long duct that can connect directly to the rear of the safety cone, it'll help suck out and filter any smoke and fumes, making the system ideal for indoor use. It's all automated, so once set, you can forget it's even there, and it makes a huge difference. As it stands then, the LaserPecker LP4 is a very fast and very versatile galvo laser that can engrave just about anything thanks to its dual diode and IR lasers, and coupled with the optional accessories, it provides the ability to engrave onto all kinds of objects irrespective of size or shape. I did find the safety cone just gets in the way, and I ended up leaving it off and just working with the glasses most of the time. That's one area that certainly does need some improvement, but otherwise if you're willing to dig deep and put in the investment, in return you'll get a small, portable, very capable engraver that will sit and perform nicely on any desk setup.